let
Yeah.
me let me go to Andrew. I know you already touched a little bit. You talked about Isak already, Dan. Andrew, what do you
Mm-hmm.
think? Isak's situation. Is he being ungrateful to Newcastle? Or because these days, let me come at it this way. These days it looks like players are very sensitive, and the willingness to force their way out of clubs while they're under contract is becoming prevalent. We see players do that. What do you think of Isak's situation?
All right. I want to give a few examples to kind of back up what I am going to tell you. Um, Clubs are very ruthless when it comes to you don't fit my team anymore. We want to sell you. You are not in my team. But that is communicated to the player and his representatives to go and find a team to help the transition. Yes, they try not to bring that player into the mix so that, like, in the midst of training with us, you get hurt. Now you're hurt, we're paying you, and you can't even perform for us. So teams usually tell you, hey, you don't even have to show up to work. We're gonna pay you until you find a team, right? And then there's the different side of it where a player like Eze, a player like Xavi Simons, they have communicated with the team that they want out, but they're showing up to practice as if they are part of the plans until the other team that wants them has bought them and taken them away. This whole Isak thing, it has dragged on way too long on both sides of the coin, and I think Isak is just being one. You showed up to preseason when preseason started. You showed up, you practiced, and then Liverpool came in and they're like they want you. Then all of a sudden, oh, you have a hamstring injury, you can't play. You go to uh Sociedad to practice, and then you come back, and then you're not trying to reintegrate yourself into the team, and now you put out a statement saying that they made verbal promises that they've broken. Players are bounded by contractual things. Like, it's not whatever I tell you in passing, it's not what it is that is going to happen. It's what has been written in the book, right? On paper. Apparently, I've been following this thing. Apparently, one of the minority um, owners promised him that they were gonna renew his contract way before 2024 2025 season started, and that minority owner sold the shares, and now he was looking for um, the increase in pay, and it didn't happen because the person that promised you is not even there no more. So why can't you just show up to work like nothing has happened, and then when the other team that wants you submits a bid that the club that you are with
Mm-hmm.
finds enough for you to, like, leave, then you go. I
Okay.
think players are getting paid too much to be acting this way.
Yeah. At this point, do you think it's gonna happen? Yes or no?
Honestly, I don't know. At some point I thought it wasn't gonna happen, and then I thought it was gonna happen, and now I just don't know because, like, it's like if you're Newcastle, you have a lose lose situation. If he comes and integrate with the team, is he gonna play well? Right? Is he gonna play well? Or if Liverpool comes, they're gonna come with their bid of 120 that they already did. I don't think they're going up again. I don't believe.
Knowing that
Maybe
he wants out, they might not
maybe
increase
knowing
it.
that he wants
They
out, they're not
shouldn't.
going.
They shouldn't.
Or you just let him rot on the bench, and then you don't get any fee close to what you could make for him this season. I think Liverpool, Newcastle has no way of winning in this situation. So I don't know what they plan on doing. Maybe they
I
stand
think
their ground,
if I'm Newcastle, I'm not letting him go, and I'm not playing him either. I mean,
but
That's why
that
Newcastle.
that
But you're looking at it from, it's a business that these folks are running too.
that's what I'm saying.
So,
it
Then
right.
if
is.
you don't play him,
But
he's not gonna give you
I'm
the
looking at
transfer fee that you will get like
I'm
to
looking
And
like
at it
and
this
and
way.
mind
That
you,
I'm
there's
looking at it this
milestones.
way.
Hmm.
The reason why I said I'm not letting him go is this Isak that everyone has seen, right? Regardless of the age factor. If he sits out even for a year without injury or without playing, the the values is not going to drop that significantly
You'd
for
be
what he's
surprised.
worth.
We have a World Cup coming. Okay,
He's still going
we
to
have
go.
a work.
Sweden is still going to call him. Do you think
Fine.
Sweden, if Sweden has a chance at the World Cup, they bench Isak for the even the qualifiers, even if
No,
he's
they'll
not
take
playing?
him. But
so.
guess what?
Are you telling me if Gyökeres is performing good,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Because
they taking
he's also on the same team with them, right?
yes, you think they're taking Isak over Gyökeres?
Isak used to play on the left wing with Zlatan, so
I understand. I'm
I
not
think they
saying
both can be on the same team.
no. Obviously, yes. Even in their qualifiers, they play on the same team.
Yeah,
Like they play together. What I'm
yeah.
saying is, if let's say there is a winger playing good,
Hmm.
because they make space for people that are performing.
Hmm.
If you're not playing, you think you're gonna make space for you. That's all I want to know.
That
Because
is gonna be tough.
yeah,
But Dan, what do you think? Should Liverpool
So
keep pursuing him or wait till next year?
as far as I've heard, Newcastle actually initiated this conversation. Say, hey, this we need to have this conversation. That is why one thing I want you to also know is Liverpool will not put in a bid unless they know, okay, unless they know this is going to happen. And how I even know that this bid, the initial ask came from Newcastle was how immediately they rebuffed it, and there was like no conversation to be had. From my point, is to show Isak that, hey, listen, regardless of what comes in, this is where we stand. Andrew just made a couple statements here that there might have been promises that were made to him, but a promise is a promise, correct? I know right now we're going by contracts,
Yeah,
but Jokeres was the same thing. There was a gentleman's agreement between him and his team. Say,
partners.
hey, when this comes in, we'll take care of you.
Yeah.
But even when it did, they were holding out for more. The funny thing is, I think there's so much hypocrisy in this whole thing because Newcastle is doing the same thing to Brentford, okay, with Johan Wissa.
Why is that?
It's the same thing.
they're not doing the same thing.
It,
No, no, no.
so
It's the same thing.
Okay,
Here,
why are you saying it's the
they
same thing?
it's the same thing because they want him, right?
Hmm.
And guess what this guy is doing? This guy is literally taking himself off the team. Okay. He's done the same thing
but
by not showing up.
Newcastle is not telling them to do anything. So there's no like
Newcastle is not
framework.
telling who to do it.
We start to do anything. He's doing that because he wants to
But,
move.
but
He
Liverpool is
doesn't
not
want to
telling.
move to just
No, no, no.
Newcastle.
No, no.
That's
I'm
not the
taking.
point.
No, no,
Weiser
no.
wants to move
The,
to any team.
he,
Any
no, no,
team. He doesn't want to play on Brentford no more. Oh, somebody called him again. Ah,
Yeah. So, Drew, it's just I think there's a bit of difference between those two. I agree with you
there's a
too.
big difference. There's
It's
a big
it's
difference.
it was similar to this guy's situation. What's his name? A little bit with Ganacho when unless that Ganacho the coach said you
He
disrespected me.
doesn't want. Yeah,
can
And
you guys hear me?
yes.
yeah.
So Danny, what were you saying?
No, what I'm saying is even up until today, um, Newcastle put in a bid of 35 million plus 5 million add-ons. Here, just let me land,
Yeah, yeah. I'm
right?
not. I'm not gonna.
Um Brentford is like we're talking around 60, okay? But you've unsettled this guy since the beginning of the transfer window, okay? And guess what? He wants to move. He wants to move. There's no one else bidding for Wizard. There's no one else but Newcastle. Unless, Andrew, you have other sources that are telling you that.
No, 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 no. But that's the difference.
No,
Newcastle
mhm,
needs a replacement for Wilson. Hold on.
okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
That is their issue that they
Hold
need this, and that.
hold
Okay,
on.
we also do need a replacement for Jota who passed. We need a replacement for no
You
what
guys are a
no
bundle of riches. That's not
that's
fair
Oh,
to
hold
Newcastle.
on. Let
that
let's
is that is even more so why everyone is like Newcastle, Liverpool, but no one is also looking at Newcastle and Brentford. That's what I'm
they,
telling you. It's the
but
same thing
that's
that's
the thing.
happening there.
Newcastle does not care about which side. They want the player, but if it doesn't happen, they're going to the next player. They're going. They've
Which
actually been.
player? They've gone for 7, 8 players and no one has
Yes,
come.
But
yes.
they're gonna
That's the
go for
that's the
now
point you're missing. They're literally looking for players. They're not zoned in on a player.
on Weiser on the
Okay,
drama. They
okay.
don't want
So
to be
so
involved.
the but also what you're not understanding is Newcastle, Jan Wissa has been going on this whole transfer window.
No,
But that
really though.
wasn't their first choice. Their
And
first choice was
Weiser
Ekitiki and
Weiser wasn't a player on their radar like in the beginning
mm-mm,
beginning. That's
until
what you
all
mm-mm.
need
their
to understand.
options fell through.
Yes,
No, no.
yes.
It only
Yes.
came to light when Mboma moved to
That's I
United.
think that's I think you're
Every
getting
team
your sources wrong. Okay.
every
No,
team
no, no.
have
I follow
their
as many
transfer list,
sources as
right?
you do.
And for every
Hmm.
position,
And
they
you
have
have
a
the transfer list.
Yes, I
and
do.
and
I
and
Show me.
if he was an option, but not their top option. I think they
yeah,
have like
Everybody's an
their,
six
option.
players ahead of
their
him.
options
Everybody's an option.
their options were Ekitiki, um Sesko, and then at some point they wanted what is the guy's name? Oh, why am I forgetting the guy's name? Even they want Jackson at some point.
Nicola
Jackson
Jackson.
was even a point of conversation at some point. They,
Exactly. Everybody is an
they're not
option.
unsettling nobody. That's the what you're missing.
No, no,
Liverpool
but
has unsettled Isak.
and it's the same thing with Brentford. That's what you also
We're,
not getting that. The same
we're,
thing.
we're not gonna get a breakthrough with that. Let's move on
No, no, no.
to
I
talking about
that's the point I'm trying to get at. The hypocrisy going on is Liverpool has done this to
Okay.
Newcastle, but it's the same thing that's happening
Okay.
there.
All right.
and,
Be-
We will take
if
your
can we
if
talk
stand.
about the games for the
no, no,
weekend? Because I
We'll
don't think
take
we're
your
gonna
stance
get
on
a
that,
clue.
Dan. But okay,
no, no,
quickly, yes or no, Danny?
but
Yes or
but
no?
you going away from the point though. You
No, no.
going
We staying on your point about the
no.
hypocrisy about
Uh
Weiser, right? We not
uh
we taking that point in that is your
That's
take on
your
it.
view, and nobody can change
exactly.
it.
That's
And
your take on it.
that's what I'm
And I
saying.
think
No one is
and I
looking
think
at
there's
that
some people
because
out there
mhm,
who agrees with you, who agree
I'm
with you.
sure because
But yes or no? Do you think it's gonna
mhm.
happen or not?
As it sits now, me personally, I think Liverpool has other priorities to focus on. But if Newcastle is willing to actually take this conversation again, which is what Liverpool says, hey, we're not going to attempt this again. And again, Liverpool will not put in a bid for all the players that they've bought this year, right? They're going for even with Iketike, it's like, hey, Newcastle, do you want him or no? You want him? They go in, they have the conversation, and it's done. So unless Newcastle's willing to do something, Liverpool will just sit back. Me personally, I think they have other things to focus on. The four line is strong enough, at least for the first 6 months, right? And the way things are, but it's business. So if they do it, I'll support it. If not, we move.
Yep. Quickly.
Hmm.
Um,
You want to go into the coming week?
hold on. I have an intruder.
But
Hmm.
Nana,
And
this
it's not the same thing. But
oh
I
no,
will
no,
let
no,
you have it.
you're looking at it you're not looking at it from um I'll probably say because you're not in that transfer, right? Okay, he's
Let's wrap up
mhm.
real quick. I'll give 1 minute to each of you. Pick two games this weekend.
Can you put the games up? I'm.
Okay.
I
The
think
game I
this
want to
this
see is the
weekend.
Liverpool Newcastle game on Monday. That's the only.
Okay. So we have
uh,
uh Chelsea, West Ham, City,
Mhm.
Tottenham, Bournemouth, Wolves, Burnley, Sunderland, and Brentford, Villa, Arsenal, Leeds, Crystal Palace, Nottingham, Everton, Brighton, Fulham, Man United, Newcastle, Liverpool.
The games I want to see really is obviously my team. I will watch my team play. Um, I want to see the City Spurs game and then
Hmm.
the Liverpool Newcastle game. Those are games that I have circled for the weekend. I think Chelsea wins comfortably. Um, I think City and Spurs a cracker, but I'm tipping City to win.
you're not confident, man. Come on.
No, I mean again, City is City. So
Yep.
like I'm not trying to let the Spurs hype like kind of like take over.
Just be objective, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
City,
Yep.
yeah, and then Liverpool, Newcastle. Newcastle does not look strong, but it could be that they come out guns blazing because of all the Isak thing going on and hold on to a draw. But I'm tipping Liverpool to win that game.
Okay. What about you, Danny? Two
I
games that you think will be.
there's just too many games, too many good games to just give me. I'll probably say I'm f- funny enough. I'm actually looking forward to Arsenal and Leeds game. I think Leeds their opening game was very strong. Um, let's see how they do against another opposition that is of a superior. I
Mhm.
think Arsenal's goal, it was I thought United should have at least gotten a point out of that game. So I want to see what Arsenal will do in this game as well. So that game, I have my eyes on that. Obviously, City and Tottenham is going to be a good game. Um, I'm looking at the list here. And yep, Liverpool on Monday. That's I think it's gonna be a dogfight. Like Andrew said, folks gonna come out just trying to eat each other
Do you
up.
think there's
So
a red card?
Oh
um,
yeah, if
I
if you're a
hope there
betting
is.
man,
I hope there is. It
if
just
you're, if you're a betting man, put money on Joe Ellington getting a red card.
I'm even looking at their forward. But I think that's gonna be a good game.
That guy is
Leeds.
hard tempered, and
Yep. Leeds Arsenal is going to be. I think maybe the Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest because they Nottingham
good
Forest is also,
game, good
yeah,
game.
that's going to be a really good
Yeah.
game. That
Forest,
game is
Forest is good. Forest is
yep,
good.
and of course United. We want to see if they can carry on with the same momentum from the first game. So just really good games. I'm not Everton Brighton. I think those two teams, there's conversations to be had over there, especially with Everton. But we'll leave that for another day. Let's see how they do this second round. But yeah, good games, good matchup, or across.
One game I'm also looking forward to is the Liverpool Newcastle game.
Hmm.
Because of all that is going on, I think the tempest will be high, and the
Yeah.
players will be. You don't need a motivation for this game. If
No, yeah. Monday is gonna be a cracker.
Monday is gonna be a
But
cracker.
I don't get it though. The players.
It's
This
Well,
is not
but
you.
one
You
point,
shouldn't take
it's
emotions
natural.
from
It's a natural reaction.
by
but one of the point is, Isak had teammates reach out to him and he ignored them. So,
that. That's got
yeah,
nothing to do with Liverpool,
but
right?
it does. Like you can't really say it has nothing to do with Liverpool. Like
It's
this is
natural. You can't say
The
that.
no, the fact that the guy refuses to talk to other teammates, if he's not
because
talking to the board or he's not, because what is the teammates gonna do to him? He can't put him in a game. He can't sign his contract. He can't do anything with him. And these players, no, they these players they commingle even after games, right? He's probably just taking himself out of. I'll tell you an example. Like all these South American players, after games, they all get together. Whether you're playing for United or you're playing for City or you playing, they get together and just
But
hang
it's
out.
different when they are going to lose their belly money, because you are causing an like you're unsettling the whole team in
How,
terms of now you become like the main focus, like you are like the drama queen, you know.
I bet there's
Regardless,
probably,
it won't happen.
I'm saying, I bet there's probably 2 to 3 players in that squad that would want to be in that position of being bid for the
Yes, but
highest
they are
paid.
not there. So as a
So,
human nature, they will have
so
some
how is that his
resentment towards
problem?
you.
How?
then
That's
it's
our
okay
human
to
nature.
have Liverpool's best interests at heart.
No, no,
All,
I'm not. We're not even talking about Liverpool. We're
all
Are
talking
we're
you
saying
about
is,
sure? Are you
yeah,
sure?
no.
Are you
We're
sure
talking.
that
We're talking
when
about.
Trent wanted to leave,
Mhm.
that all are you trying to tell me that all the Liverpool players still liked him?
I'm not in that camp to tell you that they. You can't say you can't like him. The fact they all have different contracts. Everybody have their own contract.
So that comes
If he
back to it.
decides,
That
no,
comes
if
back
he
to it.
exactly, everybody
If
has their own thing. So if you talk to me on that, I can influence what the coach does with you or what the board does with you. It's got nothing to do with the players,
that
uh,
sounds good, but it's human nature to have emotions, and all I'm
uh,
saying is
which is fine.
all I'm saying is even us that don't play for anything, when
Hmm.
there is a misunderstanding on a team, like like again, when I used to play Potomac, like I used to get up for the game because there was a bunch of Ghanaians on the other team. Like I just wanted to be
Yeah, because you about to play me. That's what it was.
Sam. Bye bye, bye.
all right, thank you
No.
guys. Thank you so much for your time. Uh,
Uh,
let's get on here. On our
of
next
course.
segment. Thank you
Yeah,
No
so
problem. We'll be here.
let's
Hopefully by then, Isak will, the situation would have been settled.
much.
hopefully by next week, then we're talking about something different.
We're talking about Tottenham beating Man City over this weekend. Maybe,
Yeah,
who knows?
maybe
Hey,
All right,
that would be
we'll,
interesting.
we'll be here for it. All right, you guys.
all
Have
right.
a good night.
Thank you
All right,
guys.
bye.
Bye.